electrocute him all day. It'll only make him angrier. I, on the other hand, will tell you everything.
What? Really?
Yeah, Samuel Jackson, you tripping. Hey, I'm with Ryan. Hey, I'll tell you everything you need to know. You ain't gotta torture me, dog.
We got a problem, 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 it's probably you. Yeah, we got a problem, we got a problem, we got a problem, we got a problem.
Yo, what's pop, people? Cole with Star Green, back with you guys another video today. Your first time finding my channel. You love movie reviews, movies, topic stuff, TV show stuff. You guys make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Also, like this video, it really does help. Yes, today I'll be reviewing the new Hitman's Wife, Bodyguard, the sequel to Hitman's Bodyguard. Was it good? Was it bad? Well, we're gonna talk about it. Let's get right talking about making a second Hitman Bodyguard. I'm with this because you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed the first one because of scenes like this.
Know how long I've been waiting for this?
You know what I'm saying? Samuel Jackson, Ryan Reynolds, I'm here for it. And then the second one came out. Now, I'm gonna go deeper on this in the ending. But this movie gave me a lot of Ride Along 2 vibes. Now, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? We'll talk about it in a little bit. But in this movie, pretty much Ryan Reynolds, he kind of just wants to leave that bodyguard and stuff, you know, kind of behind. He went to therapy.
Bodyguarding.
Then he got pulled back in.
Let's go!
He got pulled back in the bodyguard. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to just chill, do him. And he gets pulled back in. At the same time he gets pulled back in, he's working to get his bodyguard license back. Now, I don't know what the hell happened to his bodyguard license in the first one. I thought he had it in the first one. So I guess he somehow loses it in between the first and second one, and now he's working on trying to get his bodyguard license back in this one. Well, I just thought that was just a stupid. Cause it's funny because, not spoiling anything, but it don't go anywhere. This plot thing for him doesn't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But hey, he wants to get his bodyguard license back. You know, that's the big thing. That's why he's gotta. Oh, he gets pulled back into it, and he's gotta save Samuel L. Jackson again. And not only does he have to save Samuel L. Jackson, oh no, he's gotta save his girl, Salma Hayek now. Now, if you guys remember Salma Hayek, she was in the first movie, but she wasn't really doing too much. You know, she's just in prison the whole entire time, in jail. But this one, no, she front and center in this one. You get a whole lot of her here. Now, I'm gonna say the thing I like about the film. The chemistry between Samuel L. Jackson, that's not big. The chemistry between Samuel L. Jackson, Ryan Reynolds, and Salma Hayek, I thought was amazing. They're very funny together. You know, the stuff they do together is very funny. So I thought these three were very good together in the film. I also thought the film was very funny. At the same time, there was a couple times I was eating popcorn, and I literally choked out the popcorn because of the fact that I was laughing so hard off of these three. Pretty much it was Samuel L. Jackson that I was laughing at the most because his lines were by far the funniest. Ryan Reynolds, like I said, Ryan Reynolds is let's break this down each character. Let's talk about each character. So Ryan Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds in everything else. If you see him in Deadpool, everything else, you're getting the same Ryan Reynolds here in this film. Samuel L. Jackson, he's a little bit different. He's funny in this one. I'll just say Samuel Jackson is very funny in this film. I'll say that. And at the same time, I'm gonna be real with y'all, Samuel L. Jackson is the best character in this film. If you're asking me, I damn near think he carried the film, okay? But maybe a little too far. I don't know if he fully carried it. But yes, he's the best character in this film. I'll definitely say that. You get to see way more of his comedic side. The thing about Samuel L. Jackson in this movie, ain't nothing getting taken serious with Samuel L. Jackson. Everything's funny, you know what I'm saying? So, if you guys remember Salma Hayek in the first, hopefully I'm saying her name right, but if you guys remember her in the first film, she's pretty much the same person, same character here. It's just she gets way more screen time. She's one of the main characters in the film. So if you guys enjoyed her in the first one, you're gonna enjoy her in this one. She's pretty much the same character, just it's expanded, way more screen time. So there you go. I'm gonna put you guys on this. You're gonna either be on one or two sides when I say this. When you see the film, you're either gonna really like her character, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I digged her character. or you're gonna be on this other side where it's like, bro, her character was so annoying. You're gonna either be on one of those two sides. Me, I got used to her character. So, when you guys see the movie, I kind of want to know you guys' thoughts on her character, just to, cause like whatever you see her character out the gate, that's how she is the rest of the film. So you're gonna have to get used to it from her character. One thing I'm gonna say about the film, like the pacing of the film really felt weird. Like some moments it'd be really fast, and some's like really slow. Like I don't know. Maybe that's just a nitpick from me, but I thought the pacing was a little off in this one, I would say. Now, another thing I'm gonna say about the film. This is a big bummer. Oh my god. So you remember the first villain in the film, right? What was his name? He played Gordon. He's a Dark Knight. He was the Gordon. He was a little bit forgettable. Bruh, when I tell you this movie literally says hold my beer. If y'all thought that first villain was bad, y'all didn't like him. Oh, best believe me, I ain't gonna give a damn about this one. Let me tell you how forgettable this character was in the film. His motives are stupid. Like, why does he want to do this? Oh, maybe just because he's an a-hole, pretty much just because he is an a-hole. This guy is so forgettable. It's not his fault. He's a good actor. It's just his character was just so one-noted. His motivations, I'm not even spoiling nothing or anything like that. I think they said in the trailer, but he pretty much wants to blow up Europe. Why? Just because he's an a-hole, pretty much. You know. That was he's a very forgettable villain in this one. You're gonna forget what his motivations are, what his stuff is in the film, right after you get out the theater, pretty much. Like the villain, there's nothing here with the villain at all. Another thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna get into this really quick, so I don't wanna make this too long. The action in the movie, the stunts and all that really reminded me of another film that came out last year. But it was this movie right here. So the action in this film, you can really tell. Like I haven't been able to notice this in a while, but you can really tell it's not them. Like really, there's some scenes. Now I would say this: the shootout scenes when Samuel Jackson was shooting people. Ryan Reynolds is kind of just chilling back because he's like, I don't want to shoot anybody, you know, stuff like that throughout damn near the entire film. But Samuel Jackson, when he was shooting people, was dope. It was amazing. But when they were doing that hand-to-hand combat, I don't know who they got to do what, but I'm like, bruh, I didn't, like, I'm dead ass. I was like, yo, was this film not finished? Like, I was literally thinking to myself, like, there's some spots that they were fighting. I'm like, bro, I can clearly see that that's not him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can clearly see that these are just stunt people. That's why it really reminded me of Bad Boys for Life. And I'm just like, bro, let that slide. Wow. I just, for me, I thought the movie wasn't done. That's why I was like, wow, maybe I'm like, I don't know what's your early screening, but it's not done yet, you know? Another thing I'm gonna say about this is, okay, there's a character. I'm gonna talk about him just briefly, just really quick. There's a character in the film. You know he's in the film because he's in everything, or he's in like all the posters and stuff like that. But Morgan Freeman's in the film, right? And let me tell you how disappointed I was in his character. Man, let me tell you, and I know it's not Morgan Freeman's fault because I've seen Morgan Freeman in better things. His character in this movie was so one-noted. But I would say, like, when they introduce his character, you're like, what? And then even at the same time, Samuel Jackson's character was literally thinking the same thing I was thinking in my head. He just said it out loud. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to spoil too much there. But how they introduced Morgan Freeman's character was like, yo, they not taking none of this serious. You can tell at the gate, they not taking nothing serious with this film. I was gonna say that in a little bit, but I'll say it now. The tone of this film, they not taking nothing serious. Ain't nothing like in the first movie. You know, they had that little. It was here, it was there that they were being serious with a couple of things. But let me tell y'all, in this film, they not taking a damn thing serious in this film, y'all. It's nothing but a fun ride. All right, I'll say that. And it ain't nothing serious. stuff happens to some characters, it's a damn joke. You know what I'm saying? People get ran over, it's a joke. You know, ain't nothing serious with this film. People get shot, it's a joke, you know. But yeah, the tone of this film, nothing. But you get it within the first 10 minutes of the film. You're like, oh, they're not taking anything serious here. So, I mean, if you like that, I prefer the first movie's tone a lot better. But this one, it's nothing's been serious. Now, another thing I'll say about this is, well, let me finish talking about Morgan Freeman real quick. So Morgan Freeman, like I said, was very, very one-noted in the film. Very one-noted. Like I said, I've seen him in so much better things. And my thing was like, wow, why did y'all just get Morgan Freeman just because he was free or what? Because I'm like, he doesn't really have anything to do here. You know, I can't believe I had to say that, but Morgan Freeman really doesn't have anything to do. I mean, he has something to do, but it's kind of like, wow, that's it. You know, why is he so one-noted, you know? But yeah, I know it's not Morgan Freeman's fault. I know it's just that it was the writing in the film. I would say like I did not agree with the writing in the film. Now, I'll say this. So people are either gonna really like. I'll tell you this. You're either gonna really like the film because it really made me laugh a lot, and Samuel Hayek, Ryan Reynolds, Samuel Jackson were all amazing on film together. Chemistry together was phenomenal. You're either gonna like it off of that aspect, or you might be like me and you're like, man, there's so much to nitpick here. I love the comedy. I love the these three together. But if it ain't for those two things, I'm gonna tell y'all guys. I'm being real with y'all right here. If it wasn't for the comedy and it wasn't for these three together, this movie would have nothing else going for it. I'm gonna be honest. The pacing of this movie felt so awkward. I'm gonna be honest. The pacing felt very weird. But yeah, if it wasn't for these three and the comedy in the film, there's nothing else going here. There's nothing else here for the film. There's nothing else here, you know. So with saying that, I'm gonna have to give this movie, and I'm being nice when I give this film this. So my rating on the film. So I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start putting it into like two categories. So critically, my rating on the film will be, sorry to say, but a 6 out of 10 critically. Now, if you're going on me, just sitting back, relaxing, just watching the film, right? Just like an average viewer goer, right? Someone that's not gonna sit there and critique the film. I feel like it would be an 8 out of 10. You know, if you're watching, you're gonna enjoy the film. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna enjoy all the comedy in the film. You're gonna enjoy all the action in the film. You're gonna enjoy the three main characters in the film. So, critically, for me, 6 out of 10. But I would say, like, if an average moviegoer that doesn't care about critics and stuff like that, just wants to sit back and watch a film, you'll probably enjoy it. I give it an 8 out of 10. And at the same time, no, it is not better than the first one. No, I'm sorry to say it, but it is not better than the first Hitman'S. And that's why I give it the Ride Along 2 treatment. Because you know how people say the first one was alright, whatever, and then the second one just, at least the critics completely bombed. I don't know. I would like to hear what critics say about this one, but it's, to me, nowhere near as good as the first one. The first one was just so much better than the second one. I was, like I said in my review and this stuff, man, I was very disappointed in this film. This is why I praise A Quiet Place 2 so much. Because A Quiet Place 2, the first one was good, and at the same time, the second one was good. Here, the first Hitman'S Bodyguard, I guess people were saying that it wasn't good. Me, I like the first Hitman'S Bodyguard. But then the second one, it just dropped. It just dropped. But some people, it might not drop. Who knows? But that's why I praise A Quiet Place 2 so much. Just because of the fact that the first one's good, second one's good. Hitman'S Bodyguard, first one's good. At least to me, second one is a hit or miss, depending. So if you're personally asking me, you can definitely just rent this film. You don't need to go to theaters to see this, y'all. If you're asking me, unless you just really want to go to the theaters because you're just missing the movies, then you can go to the movies to see this. But if you're asking me personally, you could just watch this on Redbox or whatever site you can rent it from. However you rent your films and stuff like that. But I would definitely say this movie is definitely a rented. I would say definitely. Just to see how much I really thoroughly enjoyed the first one, and then coming into this one, I'm like, oh, I'm pumped up. Samuel Jackson, Ryan Reynolds. I'm like, damn, damn. It's crazy because I recorded another review. Another review I recorded was 30 minutes long. I didn't want to post that because I know nobody's sitting through 30 minutes of a review. So that's why I made it. That's why I made this one. But yeah, it's a 6 out of 10. Could have been a lot better. I'll say that. Could have been a lot better. I'm very disappointed in this one. I'm very disappointed. But I'll say it, at the end of the day, man, if you guys just want to see Ryan Reynolds, Samuel Jackson, and Salma Hayek just have fun in this film and throw a lot of jokes out and stuff like that and be great together, then you're gonna like this film. But if you nitpicking and stuff like that, man, boys, a lot of nitpick here, man. There's a lot wrong in this film, I would say. So, hey, man, I want to know your guys' thoughts on it when you guys see it. I really want to know your guys' thoughts because I want to know if you guys are thinking in the same ballpark as me. I give the movie a 6 out of 10, and I'm being very generous when I give that 6 out of 10. I kind of think it's maybe a 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10, not sure. But I really want to know your guys' thoughts when you see it. Y'all first time finding my channel, you guys make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Also, like the video. Some of you guys' thoughts, complaint, criticism, stuff like that down below. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. This one 13 minutes. The other one was like damn near 30. Yeah, we did a lot better. Babe, we'll see you guys next one. Peace.